Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaikEnglish. In my project series Basement Drying, I am currently in the second week and would like to give you a brief overview in this video of what has already happened in the meantime. Stay tuned, it's right about to start. The injection bottles have actually been refilled 3 times so far. Just now, 10 minutes ago, I refilled all the bottles with the injection liquid. It is important to note that, unfortunately, some of the drill holes are currently no longer sealed. I probably drilled the holes a bit too shallow, perhaps not deep enough for the screws to fit properly. The liquid has leaked out of the drill holes and spread across the floor. This happens very rarely, but it has happened to me now, and that's why I left these bottles out. But I also did not insert other injection bottles into the drill holes anymore. For instance, you can see right here, directly under the window. There is still a window under this area. I have ended my drill holes just above the window frame. The window lintel has soaked up, and now the liquid is dripping onto the floor. The wall underneath has absorbed the liquid, and white deposits have already formed. Unfortunately, the liquid from the bottles has just simply leaked through. To work more efficiently and cost-effectively, I have left out these bottles. Only this one bottle is left. Nothing is happening at all. The bottle is losing hardly any liquid. I leave this bottle in the drill hole so that the wall can continue to soak up the injection liquid. Is there already a measurable progress after 2 weeks? Has the humidity changed yet? The temperature here is approximately 10.9 degrees C, and the relative humidity is 76%. Next, there is a look at the comparison area on the basement floor. Not much has happened yet. The current temperature is 9.4 degrees C and the relative humidity is at 88%. It is currently the end of January. We are in winter. The outside temperature is 6 degrees Celsius. This naturally also affects the climate in this unheated basement. If the temperature on the hygrometer display drops and the humidity remains constant, the absolute humidity has still changed. Generally speaking, warm air can typically hold more moisture than cold air. This device calculates the two values based on the measurement data. There can also be error tolerances. The actual humidity in the room may already be lower, even though the display has not changed. Or the absolute humidity is higher because cold outside air is flowing in during ventilation. Maybe I'm convincing myself of this. If anyone can make a statement about this, write it in the comments below. To be sure, I'm carefully testing the moisture levels on my reference stone. I check the moisture in the masonry once more, carefully, thoroughly and precisely, with my measuring device. The display's brightness and contrast levels fluctuate significantly from a range of approximately 1.2 to 1.6. Initially, there might be fluctuations or variations, but eventually, the value or measurement reaches a point of equilibrium and stabilizes at a consistent level of 1.4. This stabilization indicates that the system or process has reached a steady state, where changes are minimal and the value remains constant over time. Nothing has happened so far. I will measure again over here at this point. The moisture is slightly too high. The value is outside the scale. Here. As you can clearly observe, the value is also outside the scale, as you can see. Down here, the stones are still very damp and dark. I don't even need to measure. However, I have noticed that the injection liquid is spreading through the joints in the masonry. The stones around the drill holes are also soaking up the liquid. At least that seems to be working. Where the liquid evaporates, a white deposit forms. This makes the stones hydrophobic. The stones absorb the liquid, the water evaporates, and the silicate remains in the wall, sealing it. Unfortunately, no water is coming through at all anymore. These stones are indeed already a bit lighter. They are also drier. At this joint you can see very well how the injection fluid spreads over the joints and rises upwards. At least the distribution in the wall is working. Whether the final result will also fit will only be revealed much later. This specialized injection fluid carefully silicifies the wall, and effectively. The pores in the stones and joints are being sealed, such as effectively and completely, thoroughly ensuring that all possible gaps and openings are addressed properly and efficiently. No new moisture can rise. However, the existing moisture in the wall must evaporate on its own. This is a lengthy process that extends over months and years. Now in winter, not much is happening. The air is too cold. It can hardly absorb moisture. Just a brief look at the floor where one of the bottles has leaked. A quick inspection. Here, a beautiful and serene kind of sparkling crystal lake has formed. The liquid is gradually and steadily evaporating, leaving a thin, almost invisible white film, a noticeable layer on the floor. I hope the costly liquid will fully soak into the basement floor, sealing it to prevent moisture and future leaks, thus preserving the basement's structure. Maybe the concrete floor is just too dense. Not much happens there. It has been 2 weeks since I started my project. During this time, I have made progress, focusing on planning and research to build a strong foundation for future tasks. All bottles were completely and securely filled and inserted into the drill holes. After a week, I removed the still-filled bottles from the holes. These holes are already saturated. I can then already insert the bottles into the next drill holes. So what you see is that I can then already insert the bottles into the next drill holes. The bottles are then filled until the wall no longer absorbs any liquid. There is not much more to report at the moment. Not much has happened in these 2 weeks. If you want to know how it continues, subscribe to my channel and activate the bell. Then you won't miss any new video. Give me a like if you enjoyed my video, or please leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, ciao.